Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Lori, good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Hey, dude, thank you for the repost this morning, beautiful. Good morning. We got a lot to talk about this AM, you all. A lot to talk about this morning. Trump up to doing Trump's type stuff. Per usual, but it's a lot of other things happening because the goal is to keep you so flooded and distracted that you don't understand what's happening and you just throw your hands up and just accept it and just give into it. That's the whole goal. So good morning to you all. Good morning, Kimberly, Russ. I said dude already, dude, and Lori, Dedrick. I just want to make sure I didn't forget anybody or miss anybody in all of this as we keep going through. Good morning to you all this morning. So let's talk about a couple things, right? Okay, let me find some of the stuff that I saved already this morning that I found. So, okay. So y'all remember when I spoke with y'all, before we get to Trump, y'all remember when I spoke to y'all about that thing that happened in Oklahoma with that family with the 11-year-old was found to be pregnant and both of her parents got arrested and it came back that it was 99.9% confirmed that the stepfather was the father of the child. Well, now the grandmother has also been charged. The grandmother's been charged because apparently the grandmother lived right across the street. She knew. She was seeing these kids every day. She saw the child on the same day the child gave birth. None of them alerted the authorities that any of this was happening. So this baby didn't have an opportunity to be safe because the entire family was in on the shit. So now the mother, the grandmother, and the dad have been charged. The stepfather. The kids are out of that home. They're finally in a safe space now because obviously their family weren't going to protect them. But that's the greatness of America. See? That's that greatness. Like, nah. And notice you don't hear not one Republican leader come out to talk about it and talk against it. Not one. Oh, just so y'all know, this picture up here, I'm assuming that's Donald Trump when he was an FBI informant. Hey, Zarvis, good morning. Yeah, so when I saw this picture, the first thing I thought is, oh, that was his disguise when he was an FBI informant. Hey, Mrs. Thompson. That's what this is. I almost didn't recognize him. This is a really good disguise. You know what I'm saying? A really good disguise. I was this close because I was looking at him and I'm going, that guy looks like somebody that I used to know, but maybe it's not. Right? Say it again, Kimberly. All of this for the Democratic hoax, right? Because remember, Trump told you none of this was real. He said none of this is real. It's a Democratic hoax. Just like he keeps telling you, for you to say that your groceries are not cheaper, like Trump says, that's a Democratic hoax too, for you to believe that you're paying more at the store. I'm sorry, Rose, that I caught you off guard. I just didn't know if you knew this was really Trump, because I know the mustache threw me off. Now, see, Zarvis got major jokes. Zarvis says he looks like Ron Jeremy. And quiet as kept, if you squint your eyes really close, like you're almost shutting them, you can see it too. You know? Then you can see it too. No, let me look up about the bailout for eggs. So we're giving farmers socialism? Is that what's happening? Because y'all see how farmers are online begging and doing their meetings and all this other stuff to not have to feel the pain. But didn't farmers also agree that we were going to have to feel the pain before we got to the pleasure? Okay, whatever. So Okay, so egg companies are getting government bailouts. So the USDA invests, that was back in February that they did a $1 billion investment. So egg companies are getting government bailouts. That's socialism. So why should egg companies get government bailouts? I thought Trump's policies were good policies. Right. They all said we had to go through pain. So why don't they want to go through pain too? Because they're full of shit. That's why I like that the farmers are going bankrupt, frankly. Okay, I'll look it up, Zarvis. That's why I like that they're going bankrupt, because they need to have to get regular jobs like everybody else. I'm like, listen, if you think that what you are doing is perfectly reasonable, and you think that it's going to be helpful to Americans, why not? Why not? Okay. And so why not? OPEC up in gas production. Oh, it's not going to really change much of anything. The thing is, Trump already fucked up. They can pump more gas. Even if it drops the price of gas somewhat, it ain't going to drop the price of your fucking groceries. It ain't going to drop the price of your electricity. It ain't going to drop the price of your insurance. It's not going to... Listen, America's going broke. The regular American citizen and the country itself. Trump's policies are trash. And they can try to delay it as long as they want. You can't delay the inevitable. The math ain't mathing. Right? And gas prices are going to continue to go up. But guess what? Lowering gas prices is not going to take away the strain from American families. It's not. But, oh, listen, you guys, everybody pray for Dude today. Dude has an interview at 11 this morning. We praying for you, baby. It's yours. We just going to claim it and say it's yours. You got it. Okay? You got it. You got it. Elizabeth, ain't nobody talking about the Rose Garden girl. Don't nobody care about that. What is you talking about, girl? I had to send you booting. Cole, sure, I'll let you ask me a question. You got 21 survivors, so I'm watching you closely. But sure, you can ask me a question. I said 21 survivors. Listen, I'm in 21 followers. Leo, you should shut up and work, proving you ain't got no job. If you had one, your ass wouldn't be in here this morning. Bye, beloved. You can always tell the brokies and the dusty ass wranglers and shit, because they always talking a lot of shit. Go ahead, Cole. You can ask your question. Candy, nobody can see your post, but I can. Go make me a sandwich. Go cook something. Bye. Bye, Candy. Cole, I hear you that you stand up for the victims of Epstein. I'm waiting for your question. And I'm not even displaying that you stand up for the victims of Epstein until I see your question. To protect my audience. Yep, I love how Mr. Global explains the gas price stuff. He does great work in explaining that. Mr. Global breaks it down. The sad part is they don't listen. They don't listen. Hey, Rita, good morning. So what's the subject today? No, I'm not debating anything. What I'm about to do is boot you, Cole. You said you wanted to ask me a question, and guess what? Your question was a waste of my time. Go find somebody else's live to talk to. I'm not going to talk to you. I don't talk to MAGA. Bye. That was the end of that. How long do you think we have to put up with 47? As long as Americans sit on their ass and do nothing? As long as Americans sit around and wait to be saved? Nothing. Nothing. You're going to be waiting forever. Because Americans are waiting for somebody to swoop in and save y'all. That's what y'all waiting for. Y'all waiting for a brave soul to pop up and be the cause and be the change that y'all can get behind, because y'all too scared to stand up for your own fucking country. Let's just keep it all the way a buck. A lot of people too scared to do anything. Or they waiting for black folk to do it, and we ain't doing that shit. Because black folks didn't get us here. So we ain't standing up to do a damn thing. We watching. So the question is, what is America gonna do? I ask that question every fucking day. America ain't answered it yet. Yep, and that you're right, Jarvis, and that big beautiful bill won't expire for decades. It's going to be tearing the asses of Americans up, regular working class American people, for decades. The question is, what is America going to do about it? Because right now, America's just sitting around waiting for somebody to be brave enough to do something. No, what are you going to do about it? Because people that look like you voted for it. That's how we got here. The people that look like me that voted for it, I don't deal with them motherfuckers anyway. Those are black people looking for white acceptance. I don't listen to them. I don't listen to them. They in dark places. I don't even listen to them. So I go, what y'all gonna do? The president coming into different different cities and using the military against its own people, and fake ass patriots called MAGAs, the people who've never read the Constitution, never read the Declaration of Independence, never read the Bill of Rights. You're right, Joey. Call ICE. Y'all should call them on the fact that y'all don't use washcloths either, Joey. Bye. They want to deport immigrants, but immigrants use washcloths. Immigrants actually use washcloths. They mad at people that wash behind their necks. They mad at people that wash behind their ears. Make it make sense. My husband and I, we went to Costco yesterday. Right? Look, another poor MAGA person, the Hype House. Another person with no money. Yay, let's in Hype House packing. Bye. Woo, woo. There you go. I hyped you up. I hyped you up right before I deported your ass. Oh, I saw that when Labrador said she only washed twice a week. I saw that one. Not you, Chad, to check behind your ears. Listen, but Zach, the fact that you check, that means you wash them regularly. That's the part that cracks me up. They so mad. They mad because MAGA's still mad because MAGA's still poor. MAGA's still mad because MAGA's still struggling, and they thought with pushing out immigrants, they thought that, guess what? It was going to make things better, but it didn't make things better. You're still poor. Not you rub the back of your neck, Zarvis. MAGA's still poor, still struggling, still trying to figure out how they're going to make ends meet every day. Ain't nothing changed. Good morning, Nessa Bessa. Good morning, Jess. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. My husband out there just coughing, all loud. Good morning, Marina. But that's part of the problem. That Americans are sitting around, they're upset and they mad at everybody but themselves. Yep, daddy didn't make them rich. And guess what? They still not going to be rich. That's the thing. And it goes back to that thing I told y'all before. I feel like a lot of Americans are just spoiled. You know what I mean? We've had access to so much for so long. They're just spoiled. You know? They just spoiled. They used to getting what they want when they want it. It's no disrespect, especially some facets of white America. Some facets of white America are upset that they've been doing the bare minimum to get by. And been able to get by and have a very lucrative life. But over the last couple of decades, 30, 40 years, that shit ain't working no more. Mediocrity don't reward you the way it used to reward you no more. Because your ass got competition. And see, you figured, well, you probably didn't figure it out yet, but let me make it clear to you. Companies don't like mediocrity either. So they stop hiring your ass because you don't work hard enough. Your body can't handle nothing. You know, your body can't handle shit because you didn't take care of yourself and you don't have no good health care. You eat shitty food, right? You drink bad water. You got all these things that work against you. And then when you show up to work, you always sick. You always got to call out. You always got a problem. But the immigrants, they show up no matter what. They work hard. They don't make excuses. That's the difference between Americans, some Americans, not all, some Americans, and some immigrants. Yep, that's exactly what happened in Springfield, Ohio. That's why white people lost jobs in Springfield, Ohio to immigrants. Because the white people, a lot of the white folks that worked in Springfield, Ohio were mediocre. And the businesses got tired of hiring your mediocre ass. So they started hiring immigrants who would work harder. They were less of a problem. They didn't always have an issue. Americans always got issues. You know why? Because our healthcare system is shit. You're always stressed out. Stress makes you ill. Contrary to what you know, stress makes you sick. You know, my understanding, this isn't my filter. This is one of the TikTok filters. If I'm not mistaken, somebody says it means wisdom or something like that. I use it because I like the size of the background for pictures. You know? But that's how we got here, right? How we got here is the direct result of poor leadership, poor school systems, not holding folks accountable, rewarding people for being mediocre, and making it seem like that mediocrity was something profound when it wasn't. That's the other thing that happened. That mediocrity was not profound. You were just being rewarded for it because your forefathers and your ancestors got rewarded for it. You like that Peter Falk background? Hold on, let me go back. Because he was trying to get answers on the Epstein files too. And the fact that Trump claimed it was a hoax. Bruh just, oh shoot, I hit the wrong thing. Hold on. Bruh just want answers. That's all. He just want answers. That's it. He just wants to know how we got here. Remember, Donald Trump told you it was all a Democratic hoax. Fast forward to now, all of a sudden, he was an undercover FBI agent. The story keeps changing because the story is designed to keep you from asking questions. Colombo would probably release the list. It's Trump that don't want to release the list. Colombo would make sure we got the list. But Trump, oh no, he's not going to release the list. Yep, first it was a Democratic hoax. Now Trump's an informant. I told y'all it's going to always change. It's going to always change because it's designed to keep changing. It's designed to keep changing so that you just give up. What is Trump hiding? He's hiding something. He's hiding something. Okay? Because you don't do this if you have nothing to hide. If it's people bigger than him on the list, but Trump's hiding himself too. There's something Trump doesn't want us to know. And you have to ask yourself, why? Oh, we know some of the people on that list are Republican mega donors. One of them being Mike Johnson's mega donor. Thus why Mike Johnson ran his ass out there. You ain't giving a grand to nobody that inbox you. You got 1,100 followers. We don't do that in here. We don't do that. Only thing I'm giving away in here is blocks. Okay? Okay? That's the only thing. Breeze, you got to go, beloved. Yep, you got to go. Only thing I'm giving away is the blocks. I had to get rid of that. We not doing that in here. Grand rising to you, Daddy Ford. Good morning. Good morning. Coming into my, he gone. We giving $1,000 away, not with 1,100 followers, you not. Because if you was giving away money by proxy, you would have had more followers already. Like what? They always talk that. Just stop it. Stop it with the lies. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Now, something else. Have y'all noticed this? Have y'all noticed that that you guys have started to see more commercials for the Army National Guard? Have y'all noticed that? Y'all notice how y'all see the MAGAs coming in? I'm blocking the fuck out of them. And they're mostly insecure men that are unemployed, that don't have a woman. They be real mad. If you want to know why you don't have a woman, go look in the mirror. I can explain it to you. But yeah, I'm noticing more of those influx of commercials for the Army Reserves because they looking for more unemployed people. Think about it. That are desperate for work that he can deploy to cities to walk around and do gardening. Because honestly, that's all the National Guard does in those cities. They're only able to deal with federal places. So the National Guard is literally just hanging around. They ain't doing shit. They ain't doing nothing. They'll harass people here and there. You might get a couple here and there that might do something, but they ain't doing shit. Same thing for the radio commercials recruiting ICE. It's going to recruit. Keep in mind, what did I tell y'all? This is not your best and brightest. They're going to recruit as many mediocre people as they want to. As many mediocre people as they want to. Yep, the party of fiscal responsibility is spending money like crazy. Spending money like crazy. Spending money like crazy. And the reason why it's happening is because Donald Trump, again, when they run out of money, you know what they're going to do? They're going to raise taxes. They're going to raise taxes on you and me because rich people aren't going to pay any taxes. They already don't. Trump made sure again that they got even more of a tax break. Yep, rich people love spending our money. And that's what Donald Trump's doing. He's just spending all of our money. And then going to turn around and tell us to our faces, you're not paying more at the grocery store. You see how Trump is telling you that? He's gaslighting you about how much money you spend at the grocery store. If I don't have no idea what I'm talking about, T.O., why are you here? You know why? Because your thirsty ass wanted my attention. Get your ass out of here. Beat it. Thirsty boots. Bye. Conservative men love me so much. They love me so much. My skin is usually better than the conservative women that they tend to kind of act like they like, but they really don't. You see this cup? You can catch it in the TikTok shop. This is what I catch all of those conservative tears in. And it keeps them warm. It stays so hot. Yep, the name change for the Department of Defense will cost around $1 billion. That's $1 billion of your money. In addition to the plane that he accepted as a gift that you also have to pay for to retrofit it. That Trump wants to take with him when he leaves. I'm asking the same question every day. Are we great yet? The cup says bliggity block. I'm sorry, I know it's backwards, but it says bliggity block. Yep. I don't know about y'all, but I want them to keep being so great that they bankrupt Nebraska, Iowa, Indiana, Texas, Georgia, Louisiana, Tennessee. Yeah, let's continue to be great so that the Chinese can come in and buy up all that shit. Oh, Florida's going to hell in a handbasket. Did y'all see the Florida Surgeon General on television this weekend sounded like he didn't graduate from high school? Come on, man. Come on, man. He was sounding like, he was like, where I be. And I was like, it is 2025. Why is he talking this way? Why do you sound like this, sir? Yeah, he obviously went to Trump University. And I crack up because he made clear, listen, we didn't do no forecasting, no nothing. We just removed the mandate. Good luck, Florida. Like my movie said, good luck. Oh, y'all, it's not going to end well for y'all. It's not going to end well. And it's not going to end well for y'all because, see, the inmates are running the asylum at this point. That's what's happening here. The inmates are running the asylum. And so until something really extra happens and quiet is kept, I don't give a shit. Whatever happens, fuck them people. That's my mindset. Fuck them. Fuck RFK Jr. too. My babies ain't registering for nothing. Fuck him. Government don't need no registry of that shit. Because I don't want government's help. Not from a guy like that. Why would I want any help from RFK Jr.? He don't know nothing. He ain't no doctor. So, ain't shit he could tell me. You're right, Izzy. You want Vance. And I love deportation. Don't you smell that? Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. See, that's how you handle MAGA. They love deportations. They love blocking. Well, you got to learn to love it too. And do the same thing to them. And do the same thing to them. Don't spend your time talking to these people trying to make sense of the nonsense. Let them be poor. Let them have bad skin. Like, why y'all keep trying to save people from themselves? I don't. For what? I laugh. This shit is funny to me. Every time I see a video of those farmers online talking about they not going to make it to next year, I'm like, if we're lucky, duh. Let's speed this bankruptcy and going out of business sale up, please. Because I'm tired of hearing you bitching and crying about not having no money or you can't sell your food. Fuck you. You voted to not sell your food. Now you want us to save you from yourself? No, we're not doing that. We're not doing... I love a good fire sales artist. So we're not saving these people from themselves. That's it. This is where you wanted to be. You got what you wanted. They got what they wanted. Yep, they voted to be fired. Sure did. What it is Trumpers didn't vote for it to happen to them. See, they thought that they were going to have a good time poking fun at everybody else. Aha, my president did this. Okay, well, all you did was prove that you're not very smart, that it don't take much to take you for a ride, and we really the ones laughing because the leopards are so fucking full. At this point, the leopards need Ozempic. You know? The leopards need Ozempic at this point. And that's the funny part. The leopards are full, honey. Full. And I'm like, fill her up. I told y'all, so even if a MAGA person came around me and was talking about, oh, I voted for Trump and I didn't expect all this struggle, and I would look right at them and go, who are you to complain? Struggle makes us stronger. So you need to pray to God and hope that you don't go homeless. But if you do, that's God's plan, right? Stop whining. Stop whining. You voted for this. I don't give a fuck about none of them. Remind them when they start whining that says, no, this is going to help us. Don't allow them to get away with not owning it. Okay? Don't allow it. Now, let me stop for a second again and say thank you all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome Welcome, welcome, especially if it's your first time here. Welcome. Don't let it be your last time. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's not your last. Thank you for joining us this morning. I appreciate you being here. Listen, if you like what you're hearing this morning, check me out. Check out my Straight No Chaser podcast. The link is in my profile. I talk about all different types of things, okay? But I try to give you that unfiltered truth that a lot of mainstream media won't give you. Like I was listening to mainstream media this morning and they were talking that bullshit. What are Democrats doing to save the union? Hopefully nothing. Fuck y'all. See, what did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all people was going to vote for this shit and didn't want to be saved by Democrats? No. No. Oh, this is a jean jacket. I bought this years ago. This is one of them thick ones that I bought years ago. And I forgot where I even bought it from. Matter of fact, it's a Jessica Simpson jean jacket. Jessica Simpson got some good shit. People can say what they want. Jessica Simpson got some good shit. And it ain't crazy expensive. But which I love about Jessica Simpson, her stuff's affordable. But this jacket is thick. You see all that inside stitching? Look, I'll have to show this later. All that extra stitching she got. Oh, she has some good stuff. Hey, Big Bill, you're right. You're on the Trump train from Jacksonville, and I'm sending your ass right back there. Jacksonville's too poor for me to be hanging around. It smells funny in Jacksonville. Smell like spray tan and food stamps. Ugh. Oh, you have her sandals. Yeah, they are comfortable. How do you separate exploiting benefits and protecting the needs of children? I don't understand your question, Jana. What do you mean how to separate exploiting benefits and protecting the needs of your children? Jana, this is the thing I'll say to you. If somebody's getting benefits, why are you all in their business, Jana? You sound nosy. That's the thing. You sound nosy, Jana. You need some business. See? That's the best way for me to answer that, Jenna. If you had your own life, it wouldn't even be your business. You don't care about how Walmart squanders your tax money. You don't care about how the mortgage company squandered your tax money. Why you care about your neighbor squandering whatever they doing with government money? Why is that your business? Get some business, Jana. Get some business. Get some business. Y'all are so used to being in other people's business. Y'all ain't met nobody like me to tell y'all to mind your business. And I tell you with a smile, mind your business, beloved. Hell, I tell myself to mind my business. So you think I ain't gonna tell you? Mind your business. My thoughts on arresting South Koreans at the Hyundai plant. My thoughts are that I'm not surprised. Those people went in a program. The government knew they were here. They were not here illegally. And my thoughts are, well, Hyundai's going to have an even harder time making cars. Most Americans are not equipped to do those jobs well. And I said that and I'm going to keep saying it. So that's my position on it. Americans, you can't put Americans in those jobs. They ain't got the feet, the back, the knees, the ankles, right, to do those jobs. And that's a fact. Because Americans' healthcare system is shit. And Americans spend more time stressed. Stress causes illness. And that's a fact. Stress causes illness. Yep, Korea did. But now South Korea needs to pull that shit. They need to pull it. That means Trump does not make good on his promises in negotiations. South Korea needs to pull everything. Pull it all. Yep, pull it all. You can't trust a guy like Trump. So that means American companies have to decide if they want to invest. And American companies, you can't trust Trump either. Yep. And my thing is this. Everybody pressed to get to America like it's some great thing that they're going to get that y'all not getting, that none of us are getting. The only thing you get when you come to America are bills, suffering, bills, more suffering, more bills, more suffering, and free speech, and some pew-pews. That's about it. People talk like you're getting all this grand shit. It's not what you think it is. It is not nearly what people think it is. Not even a little bit. Yep, the American dream is a lie. It is a scam. And instead of telling you the truth that it's a scam, they'd rather keep selling you a lie and try to do everything that they can to craft something else so that you believe in the lie. It's too expensive to keep believing in that lie, y'all. You don't get nothing with believing in the lie. And let me stop for a second and say tapping is clapping. If you guys could tap that like button for me, I appreciate it. And if you could hit that copy link button for me, I would appreciate it. And just want to let you guys know, I'm going to stop this live this morning at about 10:30, 11, because I'm going to start living. For those of you who want to get an unfiltered live without the restrictions and stuff of the TikToks and all of that, click the link in my profile and come on over to Patreon, because that's where I'm going to be doing a live at this morning as well. It's like a post show, an after show live that is unfiltered and uncut, where we can have a lot more conversations, because I got a lot to say about Israel, and because it's a lot of conversation that we need to talk about that I can't talk about on this platform, because it gets interpreted as something that it isn't. So in order to avoid those games, you go where you know you can have the conversations that you need to have and that you want to have. Okay? So I'll probably be wrapping up around here. I'll let you guys know when I'm getting close to wrap up, and we'll be moving over to the Patreon side. So you'll know as soon as you'll know ahead of time. But knowing that we got here, that the saddest part is seeing how, as America, we're here and nobody seems to be concerned. But we should be. We should be. Your kids have gone back to school. Your kids are back in those buildings that you know they're not safe in. You know they're not safe in. Then you got your government on top of that wanting to educate your children with fake information. So that when your babies go out into the world, they're undereducated. So then they can't compete with the rest of the world. Why? Because they're undereducated. Wow, you have friends and family only sharing selfies in their kids' pics. Yeah, nothing else. Yeah. And I feel sorry for the children, because children don't get to pick their parents. You know what I mean? So if you were raised in that stuff, you got to wait till you get out of that environment just to be able to get to a point where things make sense. Until you can do that, it doesn't work for you. You know what I mean? Oh no, the air conditioners aren't working in New Mexico. Oh no, that's unacceptable, beloved. That's unacceptable, beloved. It's too damn hot. It's too damn hot. Now I want y'all to know something. I'm seeing some breaking news. A massive report exposes that Trump purchased $100 million in bonds tied to companies directly impacted by his policies. Isn't that insider trading? He did this himself. Not with our government money, his own money. Where he get $100 million from? So he's making the policies, then doing investments. And y'all wonder why y'all stay poor. That's why. That's why. Because you got people like Donald Trump who are just outright stealing from American people. Outright stealing from Americans. That, you know, I would say I'm surprised, but nothing with Donald Trump surprises me anymore. Nothing. Nothing. This is the greatness that MAGA so-called voted for. And I keep asking MAGA, well, when you gonna get some of that money? Oh, you're not. Duh. You don't get any of that money. All of that money is Trump's and Trump family. Remember when Kamala told everybody that Donald Trump was going to put sick troops on American citizens? Look at him now. Remember when she told everybody that Donald Trump would destroy the economy? Look at it now. Remember when she told you that 16 Nobel economists are saying that his plan would increase inflation and invite a recession by the middle of next year when she was campaigning last year? Looky, there's Cookie. Look at where we at. She told everybody. She told everybody. But they didn't want to listen. Yeah, stock market's at an all-time high, Colton. It is. But regular working class people like you are still poor. So why you care what the stock market doing? You ain't making no money. Make it make sense. Y'all love to say, but the stock market's making money. You're not. Colton's gone, beloved. I sent Colton packing. He's not making any money. He's not making any money. Neil, I booted your other account, beloved. You're not a philanthropist, okay? You're not a philanthropist. You're trolling. He keeps saying, I'm going to give $1,000 away. No, you're not. Exactly. The stock market is not the economy. The stock market is the stock market. That is not the economy. That's not. You know who's the economy? You. You are the economy. You are the economy. When you go to the grocery store, are you paying more to buy groceries for necessities? Necessities. Necessities. That's the economy. See, y'all keep looking at these rich people. And that's why they keep taking you for a ride. Because you keep looking at rich people talking that stuff. Oh, the rich people, the economy, this, that, and the other. No. 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 I'm going to say it, and keep on saying it. No. No, 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 no. I don't like that. I don't like that either. I'm not shopping like I used to. Yeah, your extra money got to go to your electricity bill. Your extra money got to go to when you need to have repairs done on your car. Think about it. That's where your extra money has to go to. You're not going to invest it. You need that money to fucking survive. You need it to survive. And the Trump administration is making it so that it won't be long before you don't have nothing to survive. You're going to be literally robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's the whole goal. The whole goal is to keep you at a point where the whole goal is to keep you needing and wanting. Sorry, I had to move something. It's to keep you needing and wanting and being desperate. Because when you're desperate, you'll take anything, baby. When you're desperate, you'll take anything, baby. When you're desperate, you'll just lay down and just accept the realities of what it is. That's what you'll do. And that's what they're hoping you'll do. That's the goal. That is the goal. Yep, they want you desperate enough to work for the government and do whatever the government says, even if you know that shit is illegal. Let me tell you something. Trump's supporters still back him, but all of them don't. A lot of them don't back him. They just ain't gonna say nothing out loud. Yep. A lot of people don't still back Trump. However, they're not going to say that out loud. They're not going to say it out loud. Because the goal is to get you to give up. And they are too, what's the right way to say it? They are, it's some pride in there. But it's also some indoctrination. A lot of Republicans are just indoctrinated to vote Republican because it's tied to their religion. It's tied to their religion. And I don't want religion anywhere tied to my government. That's why a lot of them believe in the things that they believe. It's purely because it's tied to government. That's why. That religion is tied to their political beliefs, and then in turn, they do it for us. They do it for us. Hey, Gib, nobody saw your comment. Why are you still hanging around, beloved? If you don't like what I'm talking about. Didn't I tell y'all, MAGAs will talk, they'll come in here and talk stuff. But then if I don't block them, they'll just sit there. They love me. I told y'all, these people love me. I'm not debating you. Debating you would imply I care about what you think. I don't care what you think. That's why I just booted you. Go debate somebody who cares. Start your own live and call people up and say, let's have a debate. Why the fuck would I debate people that don't read books? I'm not debating. That is literally a waste of my time. Yep, I'm not doing that. Not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. I'm just looking at something. What? Thank you, Chris. I appreciate your subscription, beautiful. I really do. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate that. Say it again, Zarvis. Brown skin. I really love your brown skin. We are so damn goofy in here. Right. And they always want me to debate. I'm not debating you. For what? I don't care what you think. They love to debate. Let's debate. No. Because I'm on Earth. You're on Jupiter. Okay? I'm here in reality. And I love to talk about things that are real. I don't like to talk about fake things. So that's all the more reason for me to go, nah. Nah. While we're here, I want y'all not to forget something. The price of milk went up. The price of eggs went up. Okay? The price of beef went up. The price of rent went up. Your mortgage went up because property taxes went up. The only thing that didn't go up is your paycheck. That's it. And I want y'all to know that's not inflation, beloved. That's exploitation. That's exploitation. And until you get tired of being exploited by rich people, powerful people, because y'all not noticing, y'all ain't seeing the rich and powerful people become lapdogs for Trump. Look how easy and quick rich people are getting on their knees for government. Proving they could have got on their knees for government a long time ago. They just never did. But look how fast they have gotten on their fucking knees for government. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. That fast. just laid right on down for government. Whatever government want them to do, all of a sudden, they can do it. All of a sudden, they can do it. You know? But before, they couldn't do it. Just like, y'all remember when, who was it? They were talking about when Joe Biden tried to do student loan forgiveness. There's no money for that. But there's always money to do corporate forgiveness. It's always plenty of money for them to forgive you. Plenty of money. How come it's always plenty of money for that? That's what I want to know. How come it's plenty of money for that, but never plenty of money for nothing else? I know one thing, we better not bail out no farmers. Always money to change DOD. Yep, there's money to do that shit. It's money to change DOD to Department of War. That's over $1 billion alone, which is probably going to be more than that. You understand? But they got money for that, but they couldn't forgive your student loan. They can't give you a universal basic income. But they got money for all that other stuff. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Because ain't nothing going to change if you don't change it. I'm just checking something. I'm still broadcasting. You're going to have to wait. The kid was about to come in and get to talking. This says, do you think we can change it? We can change it, but in order to change it, we have to be deliberate. And I think that's where we run into problems as Americans, because I'm going to be honest and transparent in this. I don't think a lot of Americans want to change it. I'm just keeping it all the way a buck. They don't want to change it. There is some comfort in sitting around waiting to be rescued. That's why I said, what are Americans going to do to change the circumstance? What are you going to do? You can say you want to change it, but what are you going to do to change it? I get it that you say folks getting angry, Shelly, but getting angry ain't going to change shit. You know why? Because the people that are trying to destroy you, they figure that you're going to lose focus and you'll forget about it anyway. And 1000% that bitch, I love your name. Comfort is the problem. I said a couple weeks ago, I said, you know why ain't nothing changing? Because you don't want to lose your couch. I wasn't wrong. People don't want to lose their stuff. Their fancy cars, their fancy homes, all that shit that they have. That's the truth. That's why nothing changes. That's why nothing changes. Because people don't want change, ultimately. They like it the way it is. As long as they have stuff and they can be in the hierarchy in a way that other people can't be in the hierarchy, they like it. Because people having a fancy house and a fancy car and all of that stuff, right? All of those things make people feel special. People aren't willing to give up that stuff because that sets them apart from other people. Because that allows them to say, see, I'm not like you. I got a Tesla. I got an expensive home. That's why we're in some of the predicament that we're in. Because we have people who just, they don't want to change it. They like what it is. They like what it is. And I understand that some of you are frustrated. You're tired. Oh, I get it. Because I'm the same way. But at the same time, I understand that I kind of gotta chill out and just let what happens. And that's just the truth. You almost have to let what happens happen. Because if you don't, all you're going to do is drive yourself crazy trying to make sense of the nonsensical. And quiet as kept, the way that you teach people what they don't want is to give them what they ask for. It's going to have to be painful for folks to wake the hell up because racism is expensive. But you also got to change. The first way you can start changing stuff is you got to change Congress. The only reason why Trump is able to do all of this shit is because Republican Congress refuses to do their job. That's why we're here. You're only here because Republican Congress won't do their job. If you want it to be different, then you're going to have to change. You're going to have to change what's happening. Trump isn't overstepping Congress. Congress has laid down for him. And the Supreme Court too, but the Supreme Court, listen, I don't agree with the Supreme Court, but to the Supreme Court's point, they're saying Congress is supposed to do this. Well, see, Democrats aren't weak too because it benefits them. Democrats are weak because voters like you and everybody else and I'm not saying you voted for Republicans, but voters in general that gave Republicans the majority didn't want Democrats in power. This is what you voted for. Don't be looking for Democrats to save you. Because I know if I was a Democratic elected official, I would genuinely say, fuck you. Don't you dare look for me to save you. Didn't you vote for that? Didn't you vote for that? Fuck you. I'm still getting my six-figure salary. Shit, I'm doing well. You're hurting, but you voted to hurt. Tots and pairs. That's what I would say if I was a Democratic elected official and wouldn't feel no sorrow about feeling that shit. How I look saving you from yourself? Why would I do that? You chose that. That's what you wanted. Who am I to say, nah, you can't have it? That's your freedom. You were free to choose. You chose. Now you got Republicans operating on freedom to lift mandates for vaccines so you can protect public health. But they said, fuck your freedom. You gonna catch whatever the fuck little Susie got. You don't get freedom. Only Susie and her parents get freedom. You have to take whatever they do. That's the bullshit. Shouldn't be that way. It should not be that way. But you know why it's going to be that way? Russ. So Russ says the Epstein files only need 2 more votes for the discharge petition. Now I want to see how many Republicans with no spine. Because remember, Donald Trump said any Republicans, right, who vote for that, they consider that an act of hostility. Christopher, you say Democrats didn't want that position. They let Trump win. So, Christopher, you let Trump win is what you're saying. Speak for yourself, Christopher. You let Trump win? We're going to talk to Christopher. I'm going to let Christopher cook a little bit. Y'all know me. I love a good meal. Christopher, you mean people like you put Trump in office? You believe... I don't care about what you believe, because what you believe don't make it true, beloved. I asked you, so you did. That's what I asked. I don't care about your beliefs. I really don't. Your beliefs are of no concern to me. I don't care about them. I'm asking you, so basically you helped to get Donald Trump in office. You helped to put him here too. You helped to take money out of American families' mouths and pockets. That's what you did. You're helping to starve American families just like Trump, essentially. Hello, are you there? They talk so loud, but then when you start asking questions, they stop talking. Are you looking in the handbook, sir? No, they both party is corrupt. Didn't answer my question. I'm going to ask, and that's not how you spell corrupt, sir. So I'm going to have to let you go. Because grammar matters to me. It matters to me. So I don't even spend my time talking to people who can't spell. Y'all see, I tried. Y'all see, I do try. I actually tried. And all he did was just spew rhetoric. Gotta go. What they say? Gotta go. Gotta go. Here's another one. Gotta go. Just so you know, not having a name doesn't stop you from getting blocked, beloved. I block the ones with no names too. Y'all gonna learn. I block the ones with no names too. Okay? All right? I ain't never heard of C-Rupt before, Kirby. That's a new one. C-Rupt. That's that MAGA education. Can you see them? Can you see them at a spelling bee? Spell corrupt. C-Rupt. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. You're gonna have to. Thank you for joining us. What? That's why I can't take people like that seriously. Say it again. Public school. Say it again. This is why I don't debate people like that. We're not on the same level educationally. So why would I debate you? That's me punching down. That says something about me, right? That says something about me. I don't believe in taking advantage of the vulnerable. I'm not going to take advantage of you when you're vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? That would be so wrong to do. So I don't do that. I make sure that I don't do that. Okay? I don't do that at all. I never take advantage of the most vulnerable. And if you have a problem with spelling and grammar, I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm going to pray for you, baby, and hope one day you find a book. And instead of using it to level out the coffee table, you actually read it. Yeah. That's what I be wanting for MAGA. I pray for that. I do be praying for that for y'all. I do. I pray for that for y'all. I do. Y'all don't be wanting my prayers, but I pray for you. I hope you don't think I'm C-Rupt. What? I can't even say corrupt because I see C-Rupt when he wrote that. What? Now, I got to tell y'all something that I know y'all not going to be happy about. But beef and sheep prices, they hit a new record in August. So beef prices just going to keep going up. Just FYI, it's going to keep going up. Oh, they don't read the, John Luke, you talking about read a book. They've never read the book of Matthew. They say, book what? I don't read no Bible. I go to church and my pastor tells me what's in there. What? Yeah, chicken's going to go up too. I'm just letting y'all know I'm reading it. They say global meat prices officially hit an all-time high in August. Now up another 10% in 2025. This comes as the U.S. cattle herd is at its smallest in decades, while Brazil, a top exporter, is also seeing herd numbers shrink. It's just going to keep on getting worse and worse. But y'all can feel good in your heart knowing that the Rose Garden Club has been officially opened at the White House. Yeah, for rich people to go and beg for things from the administration and give money to them while they're doing it. Yeah. But just note that that also means 86% of Americans say the price of groceries causes them stress. But don't be stressed, because all those rich people are in the Rose Garden trying to get money from the president. Yay. So don't get stressed. You see, that's the mess. That's where we are. Oh, I saw all the bootlicking from Zuckerberg and Gates. I saw it. That's why I'm telling y'all, rich people gonna always lick them boots because they want to make money. They want to make money. So just letting you know, they want to make money. Everything's about money. Everything. Okay? Everything. Yep, they're eating shrimp, steak, and lobster while everybody else is, how do I pay my electricity bill this month? How do I pay my car insurance? How do I do this and that? The rest of America is struggling to get stuff done, while all the rest of us, you know, while the rest of them are in the Rose Garden having a good time. I know y'all heard Scrappy Doo out there, yeah. Y'all know Scrappy Doo gonna always have something. I know y'all heard Scrappy Doo out there, yeah. Y'all know Scrappy Doo gonna always have something to say. It's something going on. Where they going? Okay. Look, my family, good. Let them keep it quiet around here. How do I come up with $25? But man, that's what military does. Military does before deployment. Ah, okay. I didn't know that. Yeah, they say that at the Rose Garden, they got rid of it because Melania Trump got tired of her shoes getting caught in the grass. That was historical. So she just said, fuck that, and got rid of it. They are essentially making the White House look like tacky-ass Mar-a-Lago. That's what it is. They're making the White House look like tacky-ass Mar-a-Lago. With all that gold shit everywhere. It looks like Mar-a-Lago. Very gaudy. They're rich people, but they don't have any taste. That's what you realize. They're rich, but they have no taste. That shit is tacky. Gold shit everywhere. The shit is tacky. I'm looking and I'm going, that energy that you putting into that, you need to put into getting a fitness program, sir. Stop using that fucking orange bronzer. Get your edges back. Yeah, it looked like cheap shit you would buy at Dollar General. Somebody put up a picture showing that some of that stuff in the Oval Office that they have on the wall is shit that they bought from Home Depot and they painted it gold. Understand, it's cheap shit. Because the money is being pocketed in another way. Man, these people had a fit when Michelle Obama wore a dress with no sleeves. So they would have a fit when anything is done. Melania does anything, they feel like she walk on water. Oh, thank you guys so much. I didn't even realize we were at 100,000. Thank you so much. And don't forget, following up this live, I'm going to wrap up this live about 10:50. And then I'm going to start a live over on Patreon at 11 o'clock. You guys are welcome and free to join me. Over there, I get to really talk about some other things that I cannot talk about on this platform, and then I don't have to use the stupid ass language things. Pew pew. Like, we are not children. We are not children. We know how to have adult conversations, and we understand what things mean. But the computer doesn't understand. So you gotta talk for the computer. I'm like, goodness gracious. I'm so sick and tired of having to do that, because rich people get to pick and choose what we can say and what we cannot say. I also want you to remember that we need to know where those Epstein files are. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask where those Epstein files are. You understand? Even JFK want the files. We all want the files. Okay? We all want the files. I know I want the files. I want them because I want to be able to make sure that American children are protected. That communities are protected. I want to make sure. And we can't make sure of that without knowing information. I told y'all that the Department of Justice is going to the courts to request that 2 people, specifically in those Epstein files, not be released. Why not? Why not? Why not? Oh, I forgot that. Yep, MAGA did think JFK Jr. was still alive. Jesus. These people are touched. They do. I bet you they believe in aliens too. I bet you they do. You say if they're blocking it, they're on the list. Yep, if they're blocking it, they're on the list. Yep, they normalize crime. They normalize crime from rich white people. Everybody else gonna catch that work. Even regular white people gonna catch the work. You understand? If you don't have money and you don't have power, you got to follow the rules. You have to follow the rules. If you do have money and power, you get to make your own rules. That's the difference. Yep, rules for thee, not for me. Yep, that is the difference. That is the difference. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Oh yeah, celebrities are quiet. But I'm going to tell you another reason why celebrities are quiet. Not all celebrities are quiet, but a lot of celebrities are quiet because they don't want to fuck up their money. See, they care about money and status too. Money and status are the most important things to them. Not being citizens of this country, not being a patriot, the way people say. None of that shit. It's about money and access. Yep. Yeah, a lot of them are probably on the list too, but it's not just that. It's also about the fact that they don't want to say nothing that's going to piss off somebody that might spend money on projects that they're a part of. Yep, the shows who pay them. Yep, and know who pay them? We do. Big corporations do, and a lot of the people that pay them are on that list. So they're not saying nothing. Eminem not being quiet because he got money where he can say what the fuck he want to. You understand? Eminem not being quiet because he got money to say what the fuck he wants to say. And Eminem understands he has the complexion for the protection. So he uses his privilege to say the shit that a lot of other people wouldn't be able to say without a heavy, 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 heavy consequence. See, Eminem is very aware of that. Oh, I love me some Eminem. I get it. You say you can't stand him. I mean, different strokes for different folks. I love me some Eminem. Always have. He's never been a fake for the causer. See, he grew up in black communities. So he grew up in black communities. He's never tried to cosplay being black. That's the other thing that I appreciate. He's never tried to do that. He's white. He knows he's white. He doesn't try to cosplay being black. But he can be in black culture and still be white. There are ways to do that. You don't have to change who you are and your identity. Black people ain't asking nobody to do that. Nobody. Nobody. It's a reason he calls himself Slim Shady. If you don't know why he calls himself Slim Shady, then I don't know what to tell you. But it isn't because he doesn't like white people. I mean, black people. Hell, he don't even hate white people. But he hates racism. He hates ignorance. He don't like stuff like that. Eminem reads books. You can tell Eminem reads books. I'm going to tell you how. You can always tell a rapper that reads books by the metaphors they use, the words they use, the language they use. You can always tell ones who read books. You can always tell. Always tell. Yep, their lyrics tell the tale. And you make a great point, Mr. Monday. People like Eminem, Tina Marie, Hall & Oates, they don't cosplay blackness. They are a part of the culture. They never tried to, cosplay it. They just are always a part of the culture. But rappers who read books, you can tell. Rappers who do not, you can tell. Because I'm always like, what the hell are they even talking about? You know what I mean? What are they even talking about? Yep, blue-eyed soul. That's the type of stuff where you just go. That's why I say education's important. Say it again, dude. MAGA got to read to understand what I mean when I say metaphors. Because great rappers use metaphors. I told y'all one of the reasons why I love that new Clips album. If you have not heard that album, I still say that album should get album of the year. Between those bomb ass beats from Pharrell went all the way in his fucking bag on this CD. All the way in his bag. He was like, oh, I've been waiting for Clips to get back together. I've been holding these beats just for y'all. And the way that these brothers are using words, Penny Alavaca, Panama, Fishing Village, visiting with papas, with choppers. Stop playing with me, all of you imposters. Come on. Simply just Ferrari window shoppers. Stop playing with me. Listen. Stop playing with it. Those are people who read books. I know I had to do it. Listen. I be in my kitchen cooking like, hey, over $500,000 we call for Kasha, reaching for Akasha. Listen, stop playing with me. I told you I love me some hip hop. Say it again, King D. That album is top tier. Okay? That album is top tier. Do you understand? I love that album. I listen to it multiple days a week. That's how good of an album that is. Because ideally, I listen to new school hip hop, but I listen to mostly old shit. Old Notorious B.I.G., old Juvenile, old Jay-Z. I do listen to Kendrick. I like Kendrick. Old Nas, old Crucial Conflict, old Eminem, cause that's the good shit. And I'm not saying you don't get some good stuff these days, but it's few and far between because most of these young rappers they're just horrible. And listen, I'm about to say something controversial. I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. I don't understand why y'all keep listening to Drake because that shit is whack. Okay? I've been saying for years, I love you, girl. Why don't you call me back, girl? Who cares? Like, why don't you stop talking to this fucking girl? You've been singing to this same bitch for like how many albums now? Enough. I want the bars. I want to listen to something and feel like I could be a kingpin, even though I can't. I want it to have me feeling like, man, I'm about to go out here and do something, but I ain't about to do nothing. You understand? I'm so sick of it. This is why I've enjoyed every minute of the Drake Kendrick beef, because it kind of keeps Drake quiet to a certain extent, But he just keeps talking. It's like, shut up. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad Clips is back. I've been waiting on Clips. Do you understand? This is culturally inappropriate. Listen, I have been waiting. Do you understand how long I've been waiting? I have been waiting for this album because I listen to old Clips stuff. So the whole time I'm waiting, I'm like, man, I miss the Clips. Man, I miss Clips. Man, I miss Clips. And then they're back. And it's like, thank you. You say, you want to blast your gangster rap on. Man, I used to blast my gangster rap so much before going into the office. Because it would get my head right. I would listen to Notorious B.I.G. or Clips or Nas or Jay or Tupac. You understand? Or some Dr. Dre. But I'm going to do what I got to do to get my head right. So when I walk in this building, I'm on straight thug mentality. Not giving nobody nothing. Ooh, I love me some Mobb Deep too. I put the 100% in every line I drop. It's the Q to the B to the M-O-B-B. Stop playing with me. Listen, y'all gonna make me, listen, I know what I got to do today. Listen, we got 4 minutes left because I'm gonna be wrapping up and be moving over this, doing my live on Patreon. I'm saying that to y'all to say, hey, you can join me over there too. All you got to do is click the link in my profile and come on over. Oh, I love me some Eric B. and Rakim. Love me some Eric B. and Rakim. Listen, I told y'all, I love music. I love movies. I love TV shows. I'm going to do a video today about this documentary that I'm watching on Hulu that is fucking insane. About this lady who marries this man and she thinks he's the love of her life. And bruh is nothing that he pretends to be. The shit's cray. Is it okay? I'm gonna tell you the name of the documentary so y'all can check it out. Hold on, let me go to. Okay, what was it? Because I can tell y'all the name. This shit is crazy. It's called Betrayal Under His Eye. I'm on season 3. This shit is crazy. It's 3 episodes for season 3. This shit is nuts. No, it's not a British slave. This happened in America. About this guy that this lady met. She thought he was everything she could have ever wanted. That's how come you knew he wasn't shit. Nobody's everything you ever want. Everybody got something about him you don't like, but he was perfect. Nobody's perfect. That should have been the first red flag. But needless to say, stepdaddy was installing cameras all over the house, filming the children that weren't even his kids, filming the kids as friends. But it's getting good because apparently it gets even further. A hitman gets involved. I haven't gotten to that part yet. Y'all, this documentary is so damn good. It's been a long time since I've seen one this fucking good. A long time. You know what? The last time I saw one this good was Don't Kill Cats. Real shit. To me. Watch Unknown on Netflix. Okay, I watched that too. Look, I'll write that down. The last documentary I've seen this good was Don't Kill Cats. This is good because you just like, wait a minute. He was doing what? With what? Hold up. He did what? Literally. You talking about Unknown Number, that one with that mama? Or the catfish one. You talking about that catfish one? If y'all talking about that catfish one, that mama need her ass beat every day of the week and twice on Sundays. That shit was insane. I watched that too. That was insane. She deserved to lose everything. She deserved. That lady was a nut. A nut. Okay? A purity nut. Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about that coming up in my Patreon live too. Talk about, look, I'm making a note because I forgot. I finished watching that. Talk about catfish documentary too. I thank you all for joining me this morning. Listen, if you like this conversation, come on over to Patreon. I'm about to go live. I'll be live over there at 11 because I need to set up a couple things to go to get my live going over there. But I'll be over there in a few moments. I'll be live at 11. Come on over and have a good time. Even just listen. You ain't got to sit and watch. You can just listen and work and do what you need to do while you're listening, okay? Am I going to be on the No Kings March? Nope, I'm sure not. I'm not showing up to no protest, beloved. I protest with my wallet. So no, I won't be there. Because I'm telling you, when black people show up at protests, police show up too. So it's not safe for me to be there. Nope. Black people, we know better. When we show up, it gets violent. When y'all just show up, notice it don't get violent. Notice it doesn't get violent. That's not an accident. You know? No, that hadn't changed because I got kids and I can't afford to lose myself and my life in that, knowing it's unsafe for me to be out there. But it is safe for y'all to be out there. Be out there. Protest and do your thing. Yep, just don't tear nothing up. Because that's what Trump wants folks to do. You understand? So don't even do it, you know. But I love you guys. I thank you for the 100,000 likes. I thank you for the 176 shares. And of course, I always thank you for being here, giving engagement and being a part of it, right? I appreciate that. I want to give a shout out to my top 5 gifters because I do this every live. Because I appreciate each and every one of you, but I always send a special shout out here. Number 1, beautiful Stacy D. Thank you so much, Stacy. Thank you, beautiful. Number 2, handsome Russ Nelson. Thank you, handsome. Number 3, beautiful Jeans. Thank you, Jeans. I think this is your first time here. I appreciate you being here, beautiful. Welcome. Number 4, beautiful Shauna B. Hey, beautiful. Thank you so much. Number 5, beautiful Dude. Thank you, beautiful. And a special shout out to number 6, beautiful Lori. Thank you so much, beautiful. I love you all. I'll be over on Patreon. I'll be popping in at 11 a.m. The link is in my profile. Come on over and have a good time because then we can talk about other stuff that we can't talk about here because y'all know how raggedy TikTok can be sometimes. I love you guys. Remember what I always tell you. Don't let nobody live rent-free in your head. Don't feed the trolls, and you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Peace. I'll see you on Patreon at 11. Bye-bye, you guys. Have a great day. Love you.